that. Right then. Like that, I should intersect with that. Like that, like that. And then we're going to have another piece come in straight across there. So that would be like that. So that one's for that one. And cut another one. Yeah, should work. Have to tidy it up a bit with the grinder. Make some good joints. Yeah, I'm going to cut some of these and put you on time lapse, and then we'll come back when we've got some bits to weld together. Okay, then I got that part of the arc welded up. So that is the obviously the wheel's going to be there. That wheel is going to be there. So I'm going to grind it a bit. I'll have to do some better welding on it. It's just tacked at the minute. So we'll start planning the next part. Right, so there we go then. Stage 1 complete. That's the frame. That's the actual bit that lifts the log up. So wheels are sitting pretty straight, quite even. Look straight to me. I've obviously just tacked it, so it's, you know, it's just going to build it all tacked together. Then I'll go around, grind it, take it apart, weld it all, paint it, put it back together. Gonna get this this piece welded onto here like this. So get the welder started up, weld that on. Okay. That bit's welded on, so it's starting to get heavy and annoying to move around now, but it's okay. So now we're going to put a piece across here, down another 22.5 degrees, and then we're going to try and get it so it sits level mostly with the back of the truck. Right, let's weld up this hitch. Got a bolt going through to hold it all in place. I'll put another bolt through eventually. For now, we'll get that in place like that. Oh, almost did the old classic, forgot the earth. There we go, that's it. Okay, check it out. Fits onto the van nice. This looks good. It's obviously just tack welded, needs loads more supports. It looks pretty straight, not too bad. The legs sort of line up when you eye them up like that. My tools for this kind of stuff are a bit insufficient for this kind of work, so I have to like grind bits off, and you know, I can't get really precise angles with my tools and that. But it's good. It's good. Got a few little gaps that I fill in with weld, but for the most part, it's looking good. So I don't usually don't plan this kind of stuff. I just do it all by eye. I just figure it out, work it out as I go along. Guaranteed, someone will ask me for plans, and well, I don't have any. Put it simply, I don't do plans. I just start making something and just do it as I go. Like this, for example, I'm just going to line this up where I think it looks like it will work. Jump on it, stand back, have a look at it. See if I think it'll be sufficient, which in this case I think it will be, and then I'll mark it from the back and go and cut it and weld it on. Okay then, so we got a support in, tacked, put in a cut off that I had fit perfectly in there. I need to wire brush or flap disc all of the grime off to do my final welds, but I'll do that in between the welds and grind those tack welds off and then weld it all up nice when I come to do it. These welds need to be strong, so I want to make sure they don't get contaminated by the whatever it's called on there, like an oxidization type stuff. What do they call it? Mill scale? I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's coming along. Next we'll put some braces from there to stop that being able to snap off. Yeah, carry on. Okay, so really taking shape now. I was going to put some diagonals across there, but the joint was kind of complicated and I had enough metal, so I thought I'd just do it like that because it's a lot easier and I think it's going to be better too. I want to be able to lift some seriously heavy logs with this. So yeah, coming along. I'm kind of tired, been a long day. Need to put in some diagonals in there, some diagonals there and there. We're getting there. I just made up this brace here, which will go in here. I'm gonna have it so it covers this weld, so it braces that joint up as well. So we're gonna have that like that. So I just finished that weld there. Weld's getting all right. I mean, I think that's pretty good. I'm not an expert, but it looks quite good. It's quite easy rod to weld with. I can't remember what it is. It's not the strongest weld, but it's quite easy rod to use. But yeah, because I'm not the best welder in the world, I'm just going to put a lot of bracing in and it'll be plenty strong then. Right, I think I'm going to call it a day for today. I got tools just everywhere and just in a bit of a mess, so I'm going to tidy up the tools, tidy the shed and call it a day, because it's been working on this a day and a half now, so not bad considering I'm grinding quite a lot of the joints. It's going to be very strong. My joints aren't too bad, they could be better, but they'll weld up nice anyway. Okay, hey everyone, new day. Just gonna do some welds. I cleaned up some spots. Just gonna get these ones on top while it's this way up. I've been messing about with the winch, trying to figure out where to put that. Don't know if it's gonna go under or over just yet. Still working on that, but while it's up this way, just gonna get some of these welds done. I'm hoping it's gonna warm up the frame and dry it out a bit because it's a bit wet. So let's get some welds done. Right, been getting some welding done, bits I can get to. Welds aren't too bad. Say I'm not the best welder, but I think it's going to work. So I'm going to give the welder a bit of a rest now because I've been using it for about 40 minutes non-stop. So I'm going to give it a bit of a rest. Yeah, not too bad. Clean them up, carry on. It's going to be nice and strong. Okay, making some progress here. got the winch on, made this little thing out of some old scaffold tube. That goes over there, and then you can winch up your logs, and then while you're moving you put them in these chains which go into these hangers, so you can just adjust them. They slide in there like that. So I think that should work good. I still need to make a piece at this end for this end of the log to hit against, but overall it's coming along. I've done quite a bit of welding, struggling down here. I'm not very good when I've got to do like up or down angles, so I'm not going to give you a close-up of that. That needs a bit more work yet. Grinding and paint make me the welder I ain't, I think is the term that will go there. I think I'm almost in a position where I can flip it over and start welding the bottoms. It's quite heavy, but I can move it around on my own, which is good. It's coming along. I don't really know what I'm going to do next. Probably that or weld the wheels on, not sure. It's all just welding and grinding really, so I haven't been filming much. It's loud and bright, and yeah, it's not the best for filming, so I'll just show you as I go along what I come up with. I don't really like this that much, but I haven't really got anything else to use for it. I did want to make this whole thing out of scrap, but I went to the scrapyard and they wouldn't let me buy anything because of their insurance policy, so I've ended up having to buy the steel. But never mind, so we'll just carry on and we'll have it done soon. Okay, I got that bit fabricated, so obviously the logs come in and they can be strapped up against that if necessary. Probably won't need that for what I got planned for this, for the first job with it, because I'll mostly just be skidding them, but that there's for if you want to completely suspend a large log. Okay, it's all welded up. I put on these deflectors as well, so if you hit a tree, it goes around it. So, and I did a little slopey bit at the front to help it skip over stuff. And it's done, welded together. Just got to paint it, put it together, and now I'm going to rag it across the field over bumps and stuff and really put it through its paces and check that it's all right. I haven't put any diagonals on these because I don't think it needs it. I've capped off the bottom, so in order for this to tweak off, it's got to rip the whole bottom out, and I think that's going to be fine. Okay, it's all painted up. Dot helped me. It's looking good. Welds look pretty good. It almost looks like I knew what I was doing. So once it's dry, put the winch on, tyres back on, fill up the grease nipples, and take it for a rip across the field and hope it holds together. It looks strong to me. Not bad considering it's made from an arc welder, which I don't really have much practice on. A bit of steel and a broken chop saw and a grinder. That's the only tools I've really used for it. No plans, no nothing, just started building. And it actually looks like a proper thing. So I might have to get into trailer building as a business. Anyway, let's let it dry and then put it together. Okay, it's back together. I've put a temporary light bar on it, so obviously I put my reg on the back of that, and then that should be road legal then. It's only just take it on the road to get to the place, so that I'm using this for, where I'm harvesting the roof logs for. It's not far and it's not on the road for long, but I think it is road legal, I believe, from my reading. light bar registration number on there and stuff. Homemade trailer's fine as far as I know. It's not heavy either, it's very light actually for a trailer. I upgraded the winch. I went for a 900 kg instead. I had a 500 on there, but I've upgraded it now because the trailer's so big it can handle more, so I've put a 900 on there. Strap goes over there, winch it up, and then use the chain to support the log. So I think I'm going to warm the van up and take this for a rip across the field and give it a test. And I think there's a log up by the gate we'll lift up. It's not very long, but gives us a chance to give it a try anyway. Okay, let's give it a go. Okay, so I got to the top and it was very windy, so I just thought I'd voice over for this. So I reversed my trailer over the log that I have on the land. It's the only big log I've really got around, and it's not even that big really. I winched up one end of it, as you can see here, using the 900 kilo winch. It was nothing for it at all, so I winched that up. I then used the van to pull it out because I couldn't really get the trailer all the way across it as I wanted to, so I used the van to pull it out, basically skidding it. That's what I'm going to be using this trailer for a lot in the next few days. I then backed back over it again once it was in a position that I could work with it on. And then once I had it in the middle of the trailer, I winched up both ends. So I used the winch on one end, chained it up, put it on the chains, and then I transferred the winch, used the winch the other way around and winched up the other end, and then used a ratchet strap to secure it in place. Bear in mind I'm just sort of experimenting here, it's the first time I've used it. So the trailer was never really designed to be used like this, but I discovered something while I was doing that. So there it is suspended. So if you imagine that with a bigger log, with log sticking out further, the balancing point would be much further out, as you can see I'm demonstrating there, and that would make that log hit up into that chock. But with this smaller log, obviously the balancing point isn't correct, so I actually used the winch the other way. I put the winch strap down there and then was able to lift it up that way as well, which was quite an added benefit, which I didn't actually design, but it actually works quite well, so I can use it for smaller logs as well. And you see the chains situation's working quite well there. They fit over the light bar, but I'll be taking the light bar off. So yeah, really pleased with it. It's working very well and it's exactly what I wanted. So yeah, I think we're gonna take it back down and take the log off it and park it up, and then we'll be using it to harvest some actual 8.5 meter roof logs fairly soon. So there we go, back home. So we'll leave it there now. Next couple of days I'll be going and harvesting the roof logs, which go all the way across there over to that centre support we put in the other day, and that's the tool we're going to use to move them. And I'm going to use it to move them back down here from the track and everything as well, so it's going to get some use, and once I'm done with it someone else will find a use for it, I'm sure. Okay, so hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for watching.